statement from Coach,
Yeah.
and we'll take our questions.
Just like I did.
It's good to get a win under our belt at home. I thought our guys came out the start of the game and kind of set the tone with how we need to play as a team. So I'm pleased with that. Second half, those guys came out and they fought, which I knew they would. Well-coached group. Had DePaul beat at DePaul, lost in overtime, and then lost at home against Bucknell. So we knew they weren't going to quit.
In a game like that, that's physical, a lot of time at the foul line, not a whole lot of rhythm on the floor. Are those games tougher for players? To kind of get into a rhythm and close games out like that?
Yeah, I mean, probably, but we have to play that way. I really feel that. We have a lot of, older guys on our team. We call them tough guys. I feel we have to play that way. You talk to them in the locker room. We're a team. When we step into the we have to come in Army fatigues. All right, we can't come into tuxedos. So some teams fortunate enough to come with their bow tie and tuxedos looking good, and we have to come Army fatigues, war paint, ready to play hard.
Nate stepping out and hitting a couple threes.
Yeah.
You said he'd been working on that.
Yeah, he has.
Hits for two right out of the gate, and I said, oh, well.
Yeah, he has. Credit to Nate. Credit to Ryan Taylor, who's on staff. Ryan and Nate, they spend a lot of time in the gym together, and they did this summer. They do every day after practice. Nate obviously has put in the work that he's earned the right to take those. He took a couple more probably than we would like there the second half, but hit the first two really kind of set the tone. They had to guard us different because you can tell clearly that they were going to back off of him at the start of the game.
Shuffled the starting lineup a little bit tonight. Stuck to Zane Mingo in there, and stats show he produced for you.
Yeah, Zane, he's a good player. We call it wiggle. He have a lot of wiggle in his game. He can make plays. He's a guy that's used to scoring. In the Canadian leagues up there, he averaged 22 points. He averaged 22 this past year. He averaged 20 the year before that. He was freshman of the year. So he's used to scoring. And I felt we needed a little pop, and he contributed. He needed to make his free throws. What was he? 6 for 12 from the free throw line. So he had 19 points. So add 6 to that if he makes those, and it's looking like he really would have had a good game.
Not as many threes taken tonight. Was there a little bit more intentionality about taking the ball to the basket and finishing off plays that way?
No, we you know what, Luke, we really didn't talk about it. We did talk about getting into the paint and making sound decisions. What did we take, 16 tonight? The flow of the game, though, they took 10. The flow of the game was a lot of fouls. But we shot 50 free throws and they shot 36. So that's a lot of fouls. So I think it's just the flow of the game. Again, I say it time and time again. We have to play that way in order for us to be successful.
Competitive game last Saturday against Toledo. Did you like how your guys responded after the first loss of the year to come in and get back in the win column?
Yeah, I'm happy with the way they responded. Because again, we talk about the process a lot. We talk about the process and we talk about not cheating days, right? So this week, all we talked about, leading up to the Toledo game was let's earn the right to play well. All right, let's earn that right, and you do that by your preparation. I thought we dropped one to Toledo, quick turnaround, but I think we shifted our focus on the Southern Indiana, and I like the way we responded.
About Nutter, 7 assists tonight, seeing the floor really well early on.
Yeah, again, he has to do that for us. We came out and we watched film the last couple of days, and we put a big emphasis on seeing the roll guy. That's a huge part of our offense. Set the ball screen, roll, and our guards have to be able to make that play because you have Nate, Nobina, and Wyatt, and Cade, and all those guys rolling down the lane. I thought Toledo, we missed them several times, so I was happy to see that our guards were seeing that tonight.
Take this win now. It's a few days off before Bellarmine. What do you want to work on over the course of this week to come out with kind of the same intensity and fire that you guys have had?
Yeah, I think you said it. Just come out with the same intensity. Obviously, we're going to enjoy this one tonight, and then tomorrow we'll shift our focus to Bellarmine. They're a different type of team. I I used to play against them when I coached at West Virginia State. So that they move the ball. They're one of those teams. They don't really dribble, so we'll have to be on point defensively, communicating. But again, we'll enjoy this one tonight, and then we'll shift our focus to Bellarmine tomorrow.
Anything further for Coach?
Appreciate you guys. Yep.
Said they had to change a few things. If he drops some threes, they gotta play a different kind of ball.
Yeah, that was kind of a big focus this offseason, trying to add that to my game because, like you said, they could just set off in the paint on me. And, I mean, big thanks. I had surgery on my left shoulder this offseason. A couple weeks after, Ryan Taylor was in the gym with me just shooting form shots, just an hour a day. And I know that was tedious work for him. That's not a fun job to do, but big shout out to him for that and for the team for always, team and Corny for always pushing me to shoot the ball. So.
Were you hesitant at times just there, like, it's gonna happen, and then finally you pull the trigger?
Yeah,
Some just say, go.
Yeah, kind of. Coming into the game, I was trying to, pump myself up for it, I guess, because I do get a little timid still at times. But just the constant encouragement that I get from the guys and the coaches in practice has really pushed me along.
It seemed like at the end, though, guarding that big 7-footer, and then there was a basket you had when you muscled up inside, drew the foul. I said, that's probably more like him.
Yeah.
That's when you feel comfortable. Threes are nice, but I feel comfortable down there.
Yeah,
Get
still want to keep, what I do best, still do that, but just trying to add to that too. So.
Zane, Coach turned to you tonight, said, it's your turn to start, and looks like you jumped at the chance. Talk a little bit about it.
Yeah, I'm just always ready. If I come off the bench, if I start, doesn't matter. My job is to bring energy and do whatever I can to help, to be honest.
How important was it to come out with, and this could be for both of you, just the energy and intensity after a close loss to Toledo, but to come out and kind of reclaim that home floor. How important was that tonight?
Yeah, super important. Before the game, we talked in the locker room. We said we'll celebrate after. This was really important for us after taking that tough loss. We knew we had to get one today.
Yeah, you never want to drop 2 games in a row, especially on your home floor. Toledo game, we think they came out to kind of punch us in the face early, and we played on our heels after that. So our main thing this game was just, coming out, throwing the first blow, and then staying on top after that. So.
Zane, for you, how have these first few months been as you kind of adjust to not only a new team, but a new style of ball in a different country?
Yeah, it's cool. It's a lot of fun. I just take every day one by one, day by day. I'm grateful to be here, and I'm just going to keep working.
How have guys like Nate kind of helped you adjust, and a lot of talented guards that have come in with you
Yeah.
as well?
They're all cool. Every last guy in the team is super cool. We all have a great relationship on and off the court, so there's never a dull moment ever.
You guys led by 21 in the second half. They fight, scratch, and claw, and it just felt like a really physical game. And I think the stats show that with how many free throws were taken tonight. But in a game like that, how important is it to capitalize on those chances at the line and try and find some rhythm when you can in those stretches on the floor?
Yeah, it's huge. Look at 50 free. I've never been in a game where my team has shot 50 free throws, but just trying to capitalize on those. We shot them at 60%. We need to get that better, but just trying to capitalize when you get there because that's free points, So trying to get those, especially when it's every other possession out there like it seems.
You take this win and get a couple days off. Well, not off, but in between games. Where do you think this team needs to improve the most from now game 3 to game 4 before you get back on the floor this weekend?
I would say just continue with the energy and toughness trend throughout the whole game because, like Toledo, we started out the game kind of slow. This game, we're up 20, like you said, that we let them go on a little run. So trying to keep that energy and that pace, that physicality throughout the whole 40 minutes instead of just 30, 35, 20 minutes. So that'll win us some more games.
This could be for both of you, but Nate, you were around last year with Nutter. Just how much has he grown, and how much better does he see in the floor and this year versus maybe at points last year when he was still kind of getting his feet wet?
Yeah, he's been great. You see 7 assists, 0 turnovers. That's unbelievable, and just he puts in the work, and I think it's really starting to show off. And we trust him. We love when he has the ball in his hands. So he's still the same hardworking, scrappy guard that he was last year, just added some to it.
And think, yeah, just if you could add to that.
Yeah, just to add to that, we play the guard position together, so he's took a big role of being a leader and showing confidence. And like he said, he has put in a lot of work, so it's all showing now.
And some changes to the, starting lineup and who plays in which games these first, their early season. Does that speak to the depth or, just how different is it to have as many guys as you can rotate in, and see floor time?
Yeah, we got a very deep team. I think that was kind of the one thing coming into this season that I was like, wow, like we got throughout the offseason workouts, I'm like, any of these guys can play, any of these guys can contribute and play at a high level for us. And I think you're seeing that with we don't have to play just 5 guys. We can have some subs, someone gets tired, someone comes in, and not much drop-off happens. So it's huge.
Yeah, we say like before the game, play as hard as you can. If you need a sub out. So there's no conserving energy or anything like that. We trust every single guy on the team to just go in and play hard.
Which surprises y'all more, the 50 free throws or Nate leading the team in three-pointers?
Man, we believe in that 3 ball. It's a 53 throws for sure.
I will say I've never led a team in three-point field goal attempts. So that's kind of crazy to me.
I figured that was the answer. That's why I was like, I gotta mention that too. That's all. So, all right, anything further for the guys? Right. So get some rest. All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.